Have you ever wondered if garlic, the humble yet powerful kitchen staple, could be doing more harm than good? Garlic has long been hailed as a superfood, praised for its numerous health benefits. From boosting immunity to improving heart health, it's a favorite in many households. But what if I told you that for some people, garlic might actually be doing more harm than good? In this video, we'll take a closer look at the top 5 people who should avoid garlic, and why it's important to know if you might be one of them. For most people, garlic is an excellent addition to a balanced diet. It's packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that can help fight off infections and reduce inflammation. Studies have shown that garlic can help lower blood pressure, improve cholesterol levels, and support the immune system. But just because something is good for most people doesn't mean it's universally beneficial. As we age, it becomes even more important to pay attention to what we put into our bodies. What worked for us in our younger years may not always be the best choice as we get older. Garlic, while generally healthy, can pose problems for certain individuals, especially those over 60. Its strong compounds, particularly allicin, can have both positive and negative effects depending on your health condition. So in this video, we're going to explore 5 specific groups of people who should consider cutting back on garlic or avoiding it altogether. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand who should avoid garlic, but also why and what alternatives you can try for better health. Let's start with the first group: people who suffer from acid reflux or heartburn. If you've ever experienced the uncomfortable burning sensation in your chest after eating, you might already know that garlic can make it worse. The compounds in garlic can relax the lower esophageal sphincter, which is supposed to keep stomach acid from rising into the esophagus. When this happens, stomach acid can leak up, causing that familiar burning sensation. If you have acid reflux, eating too much garlic can trigger heartburn and make your condition worse. Now, garlic isn't always the main culprit for everyone with acid reflux, but it's definitely a common trigger. For those who have frequent heartburn or other digestive issues, it's best to limit or eliminate garlic from their diet. If you love garlic but still want to add flavor to your meals, try using garlic-infused oils instead. The oil contains the flavor without the acidic compounds that cause problems. Next, let's talk about the second group: people with blood-thinning conditions, or those on blood thinners. Garlic has natural blood-thinning properties, which can be beneficial for most people, especially those trying to reduce their risk of heart disease or stroke. However, for those who are already on blood thinners like warfarin, garlic can enhance the effects of these medications and increase the risk of bleeding. If you're taking a blood thinner, it's crucial to be mindful of your garlic intake. Eating large amounts of garlic, especially raw garlic, can increase the chances of excessive bleeding, especially after surgeries or even minor injuries. In these cases, it's best to discuss your garlic consumption with your healthcare provider to make sure it doesn't interfere with your treatment. Now that we've covered people with acid reflux and those on blood thinners, let's move on to another group that may need to watch their garlic intake. The third group who should be cautious with garlic are people with sensitive stomachs or gastrointestinal issues. If you've ever had an upset stomach after eating a dish with garlic, you might have a sensitivity to it. Garlic contains fructans, a type of carbohydrate that can be difficult for some people to digest. When your stomach struggles to break down these fructans, it can lead to bloating, gas, and discomfort. This can be particularly problematic for those with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, a condition that affects many older adults. IBS can cause symptoms like cramping, diarrhea, and constipation, and certain foods, like garlic, can make things worse. If you have IBS, you might want to consider limiting garlic in your diet, especially in its raw form, which tends to have a stronger effect on the digestive system. On the flip side, some individuals find that cooking garlic helps reduce its impact on the stomach, so you could try adding cooked garlic to your dishes instead of raw garlic. But if you're unsure or if your symptoms are severe, it's always a good idea to consult your doctor before making changes to your diet. Now let's move on to the fourth group: people with allergies to garlic or related plants. While garlic allergies are relatively rare, they do exist. Some individuals may experience allergic reactions to garlic, which can range from mild symptoms like itching or hives to more severe reactions like difficulty breathing or anaphylaxis. If you notice any signs of an allergic reaction after eating garlic, such as swelling, difficulty swallowing, or breathing problems, it's important to seek medical help immediately. Garlic is a member of the allium family, which includes onions, leeks, and shallots. So if you're allergic to one of these, there's a higher chance you may also react to garlic. For those who are allergic to garlic, avoiding it is essential. And alternatives like garlic-free seasoning blends or herbs like thyme or rosemary can provide a similar flavor profile without the risk. Finally, we come to the fifth group, people with certain skin conditions. Garlic has been known to cause skin reactions in some individuals, particularly those who have eczema or psoriasis. The compounds in garlic, especially when applied topically, can irritate sensitive skin, leading to redness, itching, or even rashes. If you have a skin condition that flares up with certain foods, including garlic, it's best to monitor your intake carefully. While eating garlic may not cause immediate skin irritation for everyone, if you have a history of skin conditions, you might want to avoid over-consuming it. In some cases, applying garlic to the skin can cause burns or blistering, so it's important to use caution. Now that we've covered these 5 groups, we've learned a lot about who should avoid garlic. But the good news is, there are still plenty of ways to reap the health benefits of garlic, while avoiding the potential downsides. Let's move on to some alternative strategies and foods you can incorporate into your diet. We've explored the 5 groups who may need to avoid garlic. But what about those who can enjoy garlic without the risks? If you're one of the lucky ones who can tolerate garlic, you might want to know the best ways to include it in your diet. Garlic is best consumed in its raw form to get the full health benefits. The allicin compound, which gives garlic its powerful medicinal properties, is most potent when garlic is crushed or chopped, and then left to sit for a few minutes before being consumed. This helps activate the beneficial compounds. If you're using garlic in cooking, just remember that heating it too much can reduce some of its potency, so adding it toward the end of cooking is ideal. Garlic can be enjoyed in many different dishes, from salad dressings to stir-fries, soups, and sauces. It's also available in supplement form if you prefer a more concentrated dose. But again, it's important to be mindful of the quantity you consume and how your body reacts to it. In conclusion, garlic can be a powerful ally for many people in maintaining good health, but it's not for everyone. Whether you have digestive issues, allergies, or are on medications, it's important to understand how garlic can affect your body. If you fall into one of the 5 groups we discussed, it may be time to consider alternatives or talk to your doctor about how best to manage your garlic intake. Remember, small changes can make a big difference in your health and happiness, and it's always important to listen to your body. Don't hesitate to try new foods and see what works best for you, but always prioritize your well-being. If you've had any experiences with garlic or have other food questions, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more tips, and remember to live your best life at any age.